video notebook for how to use the new audio system at Colvin Run, and from start to finish, step one, step two. Here's step one. We come in here, and our first step will always be, we need to make sure this little switch here is in the on position, which brings up power to all the outlets on the stage, okay? Then we go over here, and we come over to our mixing board, and actually to the main power switch, which, for the whole system, is this little red button here. Everything else is wired together, so when we turn this on, it brings the entire system up, okay? This is a mixing board. The board will always be with all the switches down here, hopefully, and in the low power position. First thing you do is bring up the main power. Kath and I agreed that 10 is probably sufficient. You don't want to go past U, which is unity. That's maximum power, and that's power to the entire board, every input. This line here, which is going to be permanently plumbed here in line 9 and 10, is your line out that would go into your computer. You would plug it into, if you're using an iPod or a computer, it goes into the headphone jack in your computer, and it takes the signal that's coming off the computer, whether it's from a CD that is playing, or an iTunes account that's playing, or DJ software that's playing, and it plumbs it through here and goes into channel 9, 10. This is the volume for channel 9 and 10, so this one powers the entire board. This one is exclusive to bringing up the volume for whatever is playing on your computer or iPhone or iPod. Same holds true for the microphones. Channel 2 and 3 are for the wireless mics. Kathy knows, we'll go through how we turn those on in a second, but these are the power switches for, these are the volume modulation controls for the two wireless mics, this being wireless mic 2, and this one be the one that we've wired for wireless mic 3, and the third one here is the one that's hardwired to this microphone here. Obviously, number 4 controls the volume for this, okay? So, when you want to use your wireless mics, you hook them together. They'll be in the back room here. It's a simple process. There's only one way it goes in. There's a little stirrup, and it has to fit into that little stirrup there. Pop it in, press and hold the button till the ring light comes on. Now the mic is fired up. It's live. There's obviously no volume coming through it. And this would, too, since this is labeled number 2, this one controls the volume for this particular microphone here. If you're running 2 mics, the same holds true. The other one's labeled 3. You plumb it together, turn it on to green, and it's live. If you want to pause it, the person who's using it wants to pause it, you hold it briefly, and it goes into the standby mode, which is orange. To turn it off completely, you hold it for a while, and the whole thing goes down. If the mic light goes to red at some point, it means the batteries are down and they need to be replaced. And the way you place batteries, you simply open this compartment, pop 2 old ones out, and the 2 new ones in. I think that's everything. At the end of the evening, last thing you do before you shut the system down is make sure all of these are down at the bottom here, and you simply press that button there. It takes the whole system down. You obviously need to power your computer or whatever device you're using to send the signal. And Kathy's plumbed her power cord into the strip down there. All of these strips remain on, so everything that you have to do is by turning the system on is simply by turning that red light on. And I think that's it. Okay?
Thank you, Ed.
Sure. My pleasure.